Trump has done is the most historic moment in presidential election history. Make no mistake about it. Nothing like this has happened before, and nothing like this will happen again. We are living through history. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, my name is Brian, and this is where MAGA comes to talk. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you subscribe, okay? So, the garbage truck moment was the most epic troll in the history of trolling. And if you look at it, really, President Trump and Biden are in coordination here, right? Biden, who's incredibly pissed off at Kamala Harris, came out with that calling MAGA people garbage a couple nights ago. And the reason he did it because he's pissed off at Kamala for the coup, and he totally just wiped out her speech that she gave in the mall with all those government workers, and got this whole dialogue going yesterday about calling well, half the country, maybe even more, garbage. And I know, like a lot of you, I'm waiting for Trump to come out and for his rally, and then I start seeing this him in this garbage truck. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, how do you like my garbage truck? And he goes into this. What President Trump has done in the last, I don't know, week, maybe a little less than a week, but the garbage truck moment, the Joe Rogan interview, and the McDonald's, all these things have been going on. What Donald Trump has done to a lot of Americans that don't like him and have never voted for him and only know Trump through the filter of Trump derangement syndrome hate on the left in the media, whether it's MSNBC, CNN, or even like ESPN or Stupid Actor. What he's done is humanized himself to these people that previously didn't like him. And people that around the country that thought they didn't like Trump are looking at him and saying, wow, this is an amazing guy. How could any American not like Trump now? Right? Because they're seeing what his true personality is. And it's absolutely amazing, isn't it? I mean, that garbage truck moment was beautiful. And then when, the McDonald's was beautiful. I mean, who would have thought Trump would have been able to trump that event working at McDonald's, working the drive through at McDonald's? And, one of the things, Trump's so smart, like when he was at McDonald's, he had the McDonald's apron on, but he still had his shirt and tie on. He came out last night, with the garbage, man uniform with his shirt and tie still on. And he looks presidential, he looks cool, he looks hip. He's relatable to people that thought they didn't like him, they thought they couldn't relate to him before. I mean, he has sealed the deal. And it's almost like Joe Biden is coordinating with Trump to stop Kamala, because Biden does not want Kamala Harris to be the president of the United States. It's not just that he's pissed off at her. She gets sworn in as president. He and Jill have to walk behind Kamala, call her Madam President. That ain't gonna happen. As far as Joe Biden and Jill Biden are concerned, they are pissed. And they've been undermining Kamala during this entire pathetic campaign of hers. And this garbage comment was just the final boom, and then Trump with the garbage truck. Sometimes people can coordinate without talking to one another. Sometimes people can connect. Some of you might have this in your, like Steve Kane, I worked with many years on the radio, or my wife. We could connect and coordinate without communicating verbally. We could just know, right? We take the lead from someone else. And what happened with Biden with this garbage comment, he tossed the ball to Trump, and Trump knew exactly what Biden was doing. Trump grabbed the ball, and then boom, next thing you know, he's in this garbage truck. And even though it came off as a joke, because he was very funny last night at the rally, no doubt about it. But people laughed at this. But it says a lot about Trump and the people around him. He was on the plane flying there, and someone got the idea on his group to do this garbage truck thing. And within an hour, not only did they have a garbage truck, a beautiful garbage truck, it had the Trump walls. I mean, I'm sorry, the Trump walls, the Trump Vance sign. Can you imagine Walls and Kamala doing something like this? It had the Trump Vance sign on the sides of it. And if a lot of you may not have seen this, in the back of the garbage truck, where you put the trash bags in, there was a bunch of Kamala Tim Walz signs in the back of the garbage truck that had been thrown away. And they coordinated that entire thing in an hour. Now, I don't know who came up with the idea of it. I don't know. I don't know if they saw, Vivek was out there being a garbage man yesterday that no one cares about now because of this. And that got the idea. But for them to coordinate that so beautifully and masterfully, it shows the competence not just of Trump, but the people he has around him. Who do you want running the country? People that competent, that smart, that outside the box thinking to get something done so epic so quickly. That's good. That's going to be in the books of history forever. Or a bunch of incompetent, a wino in Kamala Harris's case, and just some freak in Tim Walz's case running the country. I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name's Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Make sure that you subscribe. And everyone who's already subbed to the channel, do me the favor of liking the video if you don't mind. Yes, the Dodgers won the World Series. That's right. And Trump's winning the presidency again. Oh, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get on the air this morning and talk about it. And those of you that watch on YouTube, I'm going to show the videos on YouTube while I'm on the radio with the garbage truck and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll enjoy that all day. All day. Oh, man. They shot Trump. They arrested Trump. Got mug shots of Trump. They tried to shoot him again at the golf course. There's Iranian hit squads after him. They got this phony conviction in this corrupt judge's courtroom in New York. All these ridiculous civil lawsuits and these fake courts in New York against him. All these judgments against him. And then this. And now look at him. He's on top of the freaking world because he is brilliant. One time, Eric Trump said in Trump's first term, he says, my dad is at his best when he's down. And that's true. People that are super successful like President Trump, that's when they're at their best. By the way, this is President Trump's high school graduation photo on my shirt, if you're wondering. Or maybe you're not wondering, but now maybe you are. Isn't it a cool shirt? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's his high school graduation photograph from the military school. Oh yeah, and it's beautiful watching CNN. CNN blitzers on. They don't know. They're in shock. They're like, it gave them concussions in the media. They didn't know what happened. Well, the media is being held accountable. That's why they are now irrelevant, because people are holding them accountable. This shirt's awesome. This shirt is awesome. President Trump has seen this shirt in person, up close, too. It's an awesome shirt. Now, I mean, who does something like this? When you look at presidential moments, when has there been a moment as epic as this? The closest to this would be the Ronald Reagan, I paid for this, a couple of jokes from Ronald Reagan, but they do not hold a candle to this. When I saw him driving down the road, how do you like my garbage truck? Oh my goodness. I was like, what the heck? It's insane. I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness. I know it's amazing. It is epic. Epic for sure. I mean, it does not get better than this. Oh man. We're just so lucky, aren't we? We are so lucky. John says, when do you sleep? Not much. Who could sleep with all this going on, right? I mean, and I got a long day ahead of me. I have let's see here. I've been up since 1:30, and I will not be done until about 8 o'clock tonight. So I have about 15 hours to go. So it's going to be a 17-hour day. That's the life of MAGA. That's the life of a conservative. There's no way to know. As far as the election results, it depends. If President Trump wins one or two blue states, if they flip red, which is entirely possible on the East Coast, it'll be early. Well, if he were to lose, and he's not, Ryan Simpson in the chat says, I'm coming back to watch you cry when he loses. If Trump were to lose and he's not, I wouldn't be crying because Trump lost. I'd be crying because the collapse of America will have officially begun at that point, and that would be something to cry over. The fall of America, wouldn't it? Hmm. That would just be awful. Awful. I mean, because you look at Kamala, Trump, he's older than Kamala, although she's a 60-year-old lady, right? 2 years away from Social Security age. But he just doesn't stop. And did you see Kamala last night? She's on the helicopter yawning. She's exhausted. And she's not doing hardly anything compared to President Trump. At his age, he is just... Donald Trump is not a mortal man. He's superhuman. That's it. I mean, he's just superhuman. That's it, Hmm. But the thing about, I mean, I yawn, you yawn, I yawn all the time. But the thing is, Kamala Harris has been running around saying that, oh, he's tired, he's worn out. She's the one on TV yawning who's doing hardly anything compared to what Trump's doing. I've never seen Trump yawn. He is a machine, that's right. Mm-hmm. Mm. I've never seen him yawn on stage in public. Have you? Uh-uh. Mm-mm. A cult. Yeah, the cult of America. Mm-hmm. Watching him drive down the road doing a press conference while he's riding in a garbage truck after Joe Biden called all of his garbage. Phew. That comedian at Madison Square Garden with that joke about Puerto Rico set Trump up to have the most historic moment in presidential campaign history. That comedian, isn't he right? Everyone giving the comedian a hard time, and look at this opportunity he gave Trump. Hmm. Oh, my cat's meowing. My cat's on my back porch. In one second, let me go get my cat. Hold on, you guys can travel with me. Hold on. I heard her meowing. That means she wants in. Luna. Come on, Luna. Hey there. That's right. She's like, let me in, man. That's right. She's a MAGA cat. Mm-hmm. That was the most epic moment ever in a presidential campaign. Nothing even comes close to that moment. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. It's so amazing. I mean, what Donald Trump has done is the comeback of all time, right? Of all time. And that's why when you see these talking heads that are, government people or deep state people, that they are worried about going to jail. They've all been doing all kinds of crimes, right? Yeah, now my other cat's up here, Pepsi. Hey, Pepsi. My cats are all up and excited over Trump. Yeah, I know. Cats in this country since Springfield, Ohio, were very MAGA. So, hmm so they're saying that Trump's going to put people in jail because they're doing all these crimes. I mean, there was a story I shared yesterday on the morning stream that Comey had sent 2 FBI agent honeypots into Trump's 2016 campaign to seduce members of the campaign to get information on Trump. That it was an off the books operation. That means illegal. Now my cat Pepsi, he is walking on my lap. Pepsi, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Luna. Come here, Pepsi. He doesn't want to be held right now, but I'll show you. See, this is Hey, Pepsi. This is one of our new kittens. There you go. All right, go have a good time. Yes, yes. Yeah, welcome. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. This is most definitely where MAGA comes to talk. Now here comes Coca-Cola. Hey, Coca-Cola. The white one is Pepsi, and the gray one here is... This is Coca-Cola. Hey, Coca-Cola. Say hello to everybody. Kittens for Trump, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are our new, these two are our new kittens that we, well, I don't know, they're like 6 months old now. But, mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy that, in the Paul Pelosi attack, he just got life in prison. Why is the Paul Pelosi attacker life in prison, no parole, but John Hinckley, who shot Reagan, is a free man? Can anybody explain that to me? But that, I mean, what were your thoughts when you saw Trump doing a press conference, sitting in a garbage truck, driving down the road to the media? I was like, what is, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is going on here? Mm-hmm. Hey, Luna. Luna's our older cat. She's about 1.5 years old, close to 2. Oh, I know. It was epic. Genius. Yeah. Cat lives matter. Absolutely. He's owning the press. He's owning everything. I mean, the comeback of a lifetime. And it was so great that he came out wearing the vest during the rally, isn't it? I mean, he came in. It was almost like he drove the garbage truck into the arena and got out of it there. And I loved what he was talking about, how high it was to get in the truck. It is high to get in those things. And you're in dress shoes and a suit. You're climbing up in a truck like that. That's not an easy thing to do. It's easy for him, though, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah. Well, yeah, President Trump has great comedic timing, no doubt about it. Right, Coca-Cola? Absolutely. It's Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola are the two kittens, and then Luna is our other MAGA cat. Make America smile again. Yeah, we're going to have, Trump said the other night, he says his second term is going to be, it's going to be the beginning of America's golden age. So we're going to have a lot of years of smiling and having a good time making America great again. But what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream that Trump has done, which it's not just a punchline or trolling, it's that. But the bigger picture is that he's humanized himself and showed what a likable guy he is to the masses of people on the left that think all terrible things about him because they get all their information from Rachel Maddow. And, if you look at our presidents, not the candidates, the presidents, they're likable and charming. Bill Clinton, I've met Bill Clinton twice, once when he was president and once before. He's charming, and when Bill Clinton's talking to you, if there's 10,000 people in the room, you think he's, even Obama, who's a terrible person, who's responsible for so much of the destruction that we're suffering through in America right now, even he's likable and charming. Biden, he's got all these cognitive problems, but he has his charming. You have to be a president, you have to be likable. You have to have some charm, and if you don't make it. Ronald Reagan, and Jimmy Carter. I'm Jimmy Carter. I'm running for president. If anybody you familiar with that, he would walk around and greet people on the street and shake their hand. And you look at Trump and Kamala. She's not charming. She's not, and I don't like Obama. I don't like Clinton, but I can admit that they are charming and likable. I mean, look at Mrs. Clinton, Hillary Clinton. She's a nasty, nasty person. No, but she's not likable at all. She looks like some broad that hangs out at bars and smokes a lot of cigarettes, right? She's there's nothing likable about her. She lost. So you look at Kamala and Trump. Who's charming? Who's likable? And who's not? Exactly. And I know that may sound to a lot of people petty and shallow, but the people that don't like the World Series, right, going on that just ended, with the Yankees loss. How many people don't follow baseball, but but today they're into it, or yesterday they were into it, right? You understand what I mean? Like how many people don't follow football, but they go to Super Bowl parties? How many people don't go to church except on Easter? That's what it's like in a presidential election. I follow Trump and politics nonstop, and I've been and I've been in on the air for over 30 years, so I follow everything political for the last 30 plus years, day by day, play by play. Most people don't. They come in at the last minute, the last. That's it, and that's the moment we're in now. For millions of Americans who don't follow news, don't follow politics, they're involved right now because the election's on Tuesday. And they see this. They see the Joe Rogan interview, they see him working the drive-through at McDonald's, and they see President Trump doing this thing with the garbage truck last night. And they're interested, they're behind him, they relate to him, they connect to him. He's likable, he's charming. And then we got this old lady, who's 60-year-old lady, who has a drinking problem, who's an idiot, on the helicopter yawning, saying nothing when she's asked questions, right? So the thing with the garbage truck isn't for MAGA people. It's for those that don't follow politics except for the final moment. Trump, that aren't tariffs, no taxes on tips, the interest on car loans on American-made cars, drill baby drill, finish the wall, deportation of the illegals. How many policies do you want me to name? Someone said name 3 policies of Trump's that aren't tariffs. That's just a couple, and it's 3:18 in the morning. So, and I haven't even had all my coffee yet here. Oh my goodness! Oh, those are all policies. Mm-hmm. No one's going to borrow anything. The government is going to be rolling in dough when they lower taxes and do all these things. Mm-hmm. He wants to eliminate income taxes. The Abraham Accords, absolutely. The Abraham Accords, a lot of people don't know what that is. When he got these Middle Eastern countries, these Muslim Arab countries in the Middle East, were not recognizing Israel as a country. Can you imagine? And with the Abraham Accords, President Trump got these countries to recognize Israel as a country for the first time. That's a big deal. That is a big, big deal. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're new to my channel here on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, all right, guys? You'll love my content, I promise you. My cat Coca-Cola's purring away, sitting on my lap here. These are all small government ideas. The Sage of Six Paths just subscribed. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if you can, because I don't have my regular mic on. This is just the mic on my iPhone. I don't know if you can hear Coca-Cola purring or not. I'll stop, listen. Can you hear? I'm not sure you can. He's purring away. Israel was established as a country in 1948, but not every country recognized Israel in the world, okay? And that's what Trump got these anti-Israel, anti-Semitic countries to recognize Israel as a country, their right to exist as a nation. That's a big deal. You can hear him meowing. Now he's on my side. Mm-hmm. I know, Coca-Cola. It's awesome. He's a boy. The two kittens are boys. And here he is. Well, the only people that are against tax cuts are people that don't pay taxes. And, the thing about these taxes that President Trump is cutting, no taxes on tips and such, these are people that typically don't get tax breaks because when the government lowers taxes, what they do is they lower the income tax rate. And most people that are tip workers don't pay income taxes, they pay payroll taxes. So they really don't get a tax break. So for the first time, many millions of Americans are going to get a major tax break, which is really a major raise from President Trump eliminating the tax on tips. And remember, that's not just waiters, waitresses, and bartenders. That's Lyft drivers, Uber Eats, people like that. Same goes with the allowing people to deduct the interest on their auto loans. That's huge. On American-made cars. That's huge. He's purring away. Can you hear? I have happy cats. Can you go back to 15% tipping? Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so far as the tariffs, these idiot Democrats, okay, they don't want Americans to get tax cuts, but they're fighting hard to stop China and Europe and all these other countries from having their taxes raised. They want us to pay taxes, not China. That makes no sense. No sense at all. Yeah, Coca-Cola, he's my buddy. Mm-hmm. Now again, remember, make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel. Now, those of you that normally watch me, I'm going to, on the radio show today, I'm going to stream on YouTube in the way I normally do so I can show all the videos of Trump in the garbage truck to you guys on YouTube on the next stream at 6 a.m. Oh, I know how tariffs work. See, Trump said it right. There'll be no I got to show, I got to, Shawna, because I got to show Trump in the garbage truck all morning, right? If I stream long form like this, I can't show the videos. Somebody there said you don't know how tariffs work. Trump said there will be no tariffs if you make your goods and products in the United States. And also the tariff won't be high if that country does not have a high tariff on us. Like, say, for example, China has a 30 or 40% tariff on imported goods from the United States into China. Then we're going to have a 30 or 40, whatever their tariff is, we're going to have. If they have a 5% tariff, we'll have a 5% tariff. If they have a 50% tariff, we'll have a 50% tariff on them. So the ball's in their court. The United States is the largest consumer nation in the world, the number one consumer nation, and we also have the largest economy in the world. We're the wealthiest country in the world with the largest economy in the world. So if they don't want to have high tariffs, lower their tariffs on our imports to them. That's it. Or make their products here in the United States. If they make them in the United States, there's no tariff, right? Exactly. It's simple economics. I mean, you don't have to go to college to know that. I mean, give me a break. It's called common sense. Mm-hmm. Tariffs ran the country, and the entire government was funded off tariffs until the First World War. Mm-hmm. I did go to college, X. I did. Mm-hmm. Boy, this cat is purring. Listen. Can you hear? Can you hear him purring? That's Coca-Cola. Oh my goodness. That's a happy cat. Well, he's a kitten. He's lived his entire life under Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. He's excited that we're about to be liberated by President Trump. and he's happy for the cats of Springfield. That's right. Cats will be safe under Donald Trump. That's right. Oh, he just sneezed. This is so exciting. I mean, this is it. You know, I keep calling it the Trump miracle. The Trump miracle is absolutely amazing. What's going on here? The Trump miracle is after all this crap they put him through. Look where he's at today. Look where he's at. Who would have thought? This is the comeback story of all time. This is a bigger comeback than Rocky Balboa in Rocky 2. When has there been a political comeback like this? There's been people that have tried to have political comebacks, but no one ever has. Not like this. And I like he said in his first 2 seconds, he's going to fire Jack Smith. That's going to be beautiful. Watch the liberal meltdowns when he fires Jack Smith. Oh, yeah, this is great. Now, guys, listen. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. This is where MAGA comes to talk. All right, my name is Brian. If you're already subscribed to my channel, do me the favor of liking the video. And if you'd like to support my channel and my content, go to mypillow.com. Use my promo code Kane at checkout, Kane, and load up. The MyPillow you can get for just $14.88 right now. That's a huge discount, the lowest price ever on the MyPillow, just $14.88 with my promo code Kane at checkout. You can use my promo code Kane, Kane, on all the specials at mypillow.com, no matter what they say, not just the ones I talk about. And it's free shipping on all orders over $75 with my promo code Kane, Kane, at checkout, guys, at mypillow.com. All right, I'll see you on the next stream later this morning, and I'll be taking your calls. All right, take care.